Hi, boys and girls. Today in writing, we're going to start a new genre, and it's called realistic fiction. It's definitely something some of you have already been doing when you have free writing time at school. And I've read some of your free writing and your fiction, and a lot of it is realistic fiction. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what it is, and then you're going to come up with some ideas and brainstorm today. And then we'll do some more brainstorming tomorrow. So realistic fiction is a story that could happen in real life. It could be about a little girl or little boy learning how to ride their bike and persevering. It could be about someone breaking their arm, or somebody getting sick or having a hard time at school because math is too hard, or maybe even bullying or having friend problems where the characters are arguing with each other and they're learning how to get along. So it could be anything that could happen in real life. It needs a real setting. So if you think about places that are real, I bet you're thinking about some right now. Maybe in your house, outside on the playground, at school, in the cafeteria, at grandma's house, or at the zoo. Think of real life places that it could maybe take place. And then the character. The character is so important in realistic fiction because it has to have a character. It can be a boy, it can be a girl. And they need to have real feelings and real problems, and they're going to have different characteristics, just like you and I do. So the character has to be a well thought out person, somebody that's kind, maybe a character that's mean, some problem solving skills. Just think about a character. You can pick any name you want for your story. Could be Susie, or Billy, or Mark. Any made up character, but that could be a real person too. And then it needs to have a real problem with real choices that the character has to make, and then with a solution at the end. This is a little trickier, but a lot of fun because it's not talking about your problems this time. It's talking about somebody else's problems. It could have been something that you've done before though too, but it all has to be something that could happen in real life. And it says, where do writers get ideas? From their experiences, of course. So as I sit here and I think back of some different ideas that we could come up with, I'm trying to think of things that maybe I have heard about, or that I have done, or that my kids have maybe gone through, and it could definitely teach us a lesson too. So today, when you click on the link, you're going to have an idea generator page. And on this page, it says to brainstorm ideas for your realistic fiction story. So it says special people, special places, or special events. So if I'm going to think about special people, then you're thinking about people in my life or in your life. And so I'm going to say that Mimi is definitely a special person in my life. And my kids are definitely special people in my life. So I might put Caroline, Maria, Stefan, my class, my students are special people in my life. And I'm going to put Millie because Millie's pretty special in my life too. Now I'm going to think about some special places. Definitely my house. My house is a special place. We've been spending lots of time in our house lately. So maybe outside at the house, outside in my woods I'm going to put, because that's always a good special place too. The library, the playground, school. How could we forget about school? And the cafeteria. You could even say maybe on the bus. Sometimes we have problems on the bus, and that might be a good idea too. So as I'm filling these out, these are going to help me come up with how I can transform a story into a made-up character with maybe some of these same characteristics as some of the special people in my life. Some special some special events in my life. Learning how to ride a bike. Learning how to read. Winning a soccer tournament. That one really wouldn't be mine, but it'd probably be some of yours. Getting a new dog. That's a special event. You could probably think of a few more. I'm trying to think of losing my first tooth, losing a tooth. Or having school suspended because we can't go there anymore. How about school closed? I mean, that's a special event that nobody has heard of before. And at one point we would have said it was unrealistic. And now here we are, and it's realistic, and it could happen, and it's a big problem. So here I am. I have all of my ideas all generated, and save this, put it in your folder at home, wherever you put your writing stuff. And tomorrow you're going to meet with me again, and we're going to talk about our characters. So these are just some thoughts that'll get our mind going for some good realistic fiction stories. I hope you have a good day.